Hello everybody, and welcome to another video for the Little Robot 3 Connect and My Little Robot 3 Open Air. I just wanted to go over some quick questions I know a lot of people ask in a lot of other videos, and I wanted to give you suggestions that I use for both of my little robots. So I'll compile a few questions from the Little Robot website and some other questions. So I have about 6 questions that I want to pop up and show everybody. So anyway, so I'm going to try to pop this question up so maybe people can see it. Maybe. I forgot to transition the question. I'm not very good at this OBS thing, so you'll have to forgive me. Okay, so it's not really working. Let me try this again. Okay. Doesn't want to come up. I don't know why. Okay. I don't know why. Is it not going? It's not wanting to come up. I don't know why it's not. Okay. Anyway, I'll just do it manually then, because I don't know why it's not wanting to pop up. Anyway, so the first question is, will my cat actually use the little robot? Well, that just depends on your cat. When we first got our Little Robot 4 Connect for my mom's 4 cats for the main house, it took us quite a while to get all 4 of the cats to use the Little Robot. There are lots of tricks to get them to use the Little Robot. You don't want to just take out the Little Robot or take out the old litter box and just throw in the new one. We kept both litter boxes together side by side in the same room. We didn't turn on the little robot. We used half of the old litter from the old litter box and half new litter in the new robot, in the little robot, to get them used to it. And like I said, we didn't power on the unit, and we let them get used to it that way. And we let them use the little robots, and then we just hand scooped it for several days to get them used to it. So it took a few of them quite longer to use the robot. And then as they started using it every other day or so, we would try to reward them as we saw them use the box, and so forth, and giving them treats. And then we would start to turn the unit on when they weren't in there to get them curious to the unit and show them that it was okay. And it probably took us a good 4 or 5 weeks, maybe longer. I don't know the exact length of how long it took us. But eventually got most of them, if not all of them, to use the box. We still have one that kind of uses it and kind of doesn't. So he wants to use the other box still for some reason. But, you know, it's all really depends on your cat. So that's just a question a lot of people always ask, you know, will my cat use the little robots? But there are people who cats will just jump right in and have no problems with it. So it really all depends on your cat, their behavioral instincts and whatnot. So I'm not a cat expert, so you know, that's just how it goes with some cats. So that's just how it is. So who knows? Anyway, okay. The next question, and hey, look, I got to come up, is what type of litter should I use in the little robot? Well, there are all kinds of clumping litter out there. I've used quite a bit of clumping litter out there throughout the years. So it just depends on what kind you like best. There are lots of websites out there that will recommend others, for odor control, or others for clumping, so forth, so forth, so forth. So it really all just depends. So what I like to use, as you can see pictured below in the far right, I don't know if you can see it very well, it's kind of bright. I use Fresh Step unscented litter. A lot of cat experts will tell you not to use any kind of scented, fragrant cat litter, because cat nose sensitive are much more sensitive than ours. Sure, we like the smell of it, but we're not the ones going in the litter box to have to pee and poop in that stinky smell. Personally, I don't like fragranty stuff myself, so I like unscented cat litter. And my cats, all of our cats, seem to like it a lot. And the Fresh Step unscented works really well. It clumps really well, and it seems to control odor very well. So I've been using it. I get it at PetSmart. They make it in different types. They make it in big, large boxes. They make it in smaller boxes. And what I like to get is I think it's a 42 or 48 pound box, but they come in individual bags. They come in 6 individual bags in one little thing. And they're perfect. So as you can see the bag on the right, on the far right side there, they come in 6 of those bags. I think it's like 42 or 48 pounds or something like that for 6 of them like that. And they're like those individual bags, and those are perfect. I love them. I love the way they do that. And I get them at PetSmart. I'm sure other pet places and stuff might have them like that, but I like it like that. And they're perfect for the little robot, because you can just take one bag, fill it up where you want it, and then set the bag aside, and then add litter in a little at a time as you need to fill it up. I don't know if you can see inside this particular robot, but it's the litter's a tiny bit low. So I could just take that little bag that's got a little bit of litter in it right now and just add it in there to fill up to that little bit of line, and then just set it aside until I need it again. And then when that's empty, I can just grab another small bag and bring it in here and set it aside. So I really like that option of the litter in those 6 bags like that. They're really great. So that's just my recommendation for that particular litter. All right. Okay. So my third recommendation, or the third question, sorry, is there, a lot of people ask, is there a weight limit for the Litter Robot? And for the Litter Robot 3 and the Litter Robot 3 Connect, there is a 5-pound weight limit for the unit. So when your cat goes in, the sensor will come on, the light will come on, it senses the cat in there. So when they go in the box, the light will come on, and when they finish their business, they can come out, and it will know that when it will rotate depending on what timer you have it set on, whether it be 3 minutes, 7 minutes, or 15 minutes. I keep mine on 7 on both units. That seems to work best for when they go in there. Enough time for the litter to clump, the pee clumps, enough for it to clump, and then enough time for it to rotate and get the rest of it out and dump it out and go back. I feel 15 minutes is quite a long time. It just depends, I guess. I mean, maybe if you have a single cat like I do in my room, that might be okay. But I don't want poop sitting in there for 15 minutes or something, stinking up the whole room. My cat does a pretty good job of covering everything up when she goes in, but a couple of my mom's cats, when they go in there, they don't tend to cover everything up. So that 7 minute is perfect. So they go in there, and then after 7 minutes, it rotates it out and dumps it down in there. So really good for that sort of thing. So if you have kittens, I wouldn't say that it's a bad idea to have that. The only problem would be is you'd have to manually rotate the manually cycle the unit once you get your kittens, once the kittens go in there, since they wouldn't probably trip the sensor. So not a big deal breaker. Oh, I can't speak tonight. So not the big issue if that's something that you'd be interested in or not. All right. So the next question I have, number 4, is what type of trash bags can I use in the little robot? Of course, when you get your little robot, depending on what you get with your little robot, if you don't get the accessory kit, your little robot comes with 4 bags. You got one that already comes in the drawer, and then you have like 3 extra ones underneath to use. And those are the ones that little robot supplies with you. Now, if you get the accessory kit, then you get an additional, I think, 50 bags or something like that, or 100 bags, I think. And those come in like rolls of like 25. However, you can order additional bags from Little Robot if you wish. However, you do not have to use those bags. I buy my bags from Walmart. They are just 13 gallon tall kitchen bags. I don't know if you can see them. They're on the right here on the left side, or technically the right side of the Little Robot. They're just plain white tall kitchen bags. They do not have the drawstrings. They do have like the white tips so you can tie them, but they don't have the drawstrings. I get the ones without the drawstrings. Those are the best. And those come in like 20 in a box, and they're relatively cheap. I think they're under $3, maybe even under $2. I think they were $1.98 for 20 bags. So I bought a whole bunch of them, since now that we have 2 little robots, and they're perfect. So, and you can put them in your little robot real easily, and they work just fine. So those are great. All right. So those are really cool. All right, so we're going to go to the next question. And that will be question number 5. All right. Question 5 is, does it really control all the odor? Yes and no. That all depends on your cats and how many you have, obviously, and how many use your little robot and how often you change it. So our little robot 3 Connect, it's in the main bathroom where the 4 cats use. I probably change it out every couple days at the most, since 4 cats use it mostly. So it keeps it pretty under control in there. Not too bad. However, the one in here that my single cat uses, it obviously can be emptied a lot less because only she uses the little robot, so a lot less waste gets put in there. So obviously it can go a lot longer without having to empty it. However, the longer you leave the waste in the drawer, the longer the smell will accumulate. So you have to take that in consideration. However, there are other alternatives to help eliminate more odors. I use a product called Fresh Wave, and this is a plant-based odor removing gel that I put in the box with the drawer, and I'm just going to put it in front of the camera here so you can see it. This is Fresh Wave. I don't know if that's super in focus or not, but you can see Fresh Wave there. But it just has a little white lid right there on top. You unscrew that lid on the top, peel off the white top, and I set it down in the drawer, and I just take a piece of Velcro, or you can do whatever you want to do it, and I stick it on the bottom of this, and I put it towards the front of the drawer so it stays in place in there. And that just helps eliminate even more odors, absorbs even more odors in there, so the smell, eliminates even more odors. So I really can't smell anything at all in either bathroom. So, I still try to empty the tray in the main bathroom more every couple days just to get rid of the smell regardless. So, because I still don't want it to smell in there. So, yeah. All right, so I'm going to go on to the last question that I have. All right, this is number 6. And I kind of already questioned this, is how often do I have to change the litter box? So I kind of already answered that question with the trash bag issue. Again, depends on how many cats you have, how often they use it, and again, how many cats you have, and how often you want to change. And again, how long do you want to leave it in there? Again, in the standard litter box, the longer you leave it in there, the worse it's going to get. So, again, same thing. The longer you leave it in there, the longer it's going to smell, and the worse it's going to stink. So for my cat here in my room, I don't have to empty this tray maybe once a week. Very rarely. So I do have one of the other cats that do come in here, and he uses the litter box sometimes too, but not very often. So even with him coming in here every once in a while, blue moon, I still don't have to empty it very often, but usually still once a week I'll empty it regardless because of trash day. So usually on like a Thursday night, because we know trash comes on Friday morning, I'll go ahead and empty it on Thursday night just to empty it, because I know trash will come pick it up and toss it out. So anyway, so those are just some quick questions that I see a lot of people ask about the little robot, and I hope that helps you guys out on some questions that you might have. If you have any other questions that I didn't answer, please feel free to just leave them in the comments below. Feel free to like and subscribe. I will try to add even more videos on things about what I talked about here, on how you can add trash bags to the bottom tray and how to do that. There are tons of tips and tricks online already. But, you like to add those to your channel so people that come to your channel to watch can see those videos so they don't have to look anywhere else as well. So, anyway, I appreciate you watching the videos, and I will see you guys later. Y'all have a great one.